All right, hello and good morning. We're going to go through a mono black deck that has a really good win ratio, and it's a lot of easy cards to use, and the combos are very simple. So without further ado, let's get into it because most of these cards you should be able to easily get or already have. So there's nothing too crazy on here. So you got Blood Chief's Thirst, whoa, which I think I just got rid of one there. Add that back in there. All right. So we got Blood Chief's Thirst. Cost one swamp and a kicker of 2 colorless and 1 swamp. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with a converted mana cost 2 or less. Sorry, coughing and clearing my throat here. If this spell was kicked, instead destroy target creature or planeswalker, which is a nice way to have get rid of planeswalkers because we're not using any in this deck. This is all about destroying creatures, hand control, stealing them, and getting through the game pretty easily. So Elderfang Disciple costs 2, 1 colorless, 1 swamp, and they have to discard a card. So that's nice, and that kind of goes hand in hand with the Mind Drains, which target opponent discards 2 cards, mills a card, loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. So see, not a whole, trying to get an even spread of card levels in here. So we got a lot of commons and uncommons and a few rares. So we got Mind Drain, which is a common. Elderfang Disciple is a common. Blood Chief, which is an uncommon. So Heartless Act, which is an uncommon. So if you see here with the Murderers, the Heartless Acts, and the Blood Chiefs, we have 11 ways to get rid of creatures just with instants. I threw 1 Murderous Rider in there just because they have lifelink. If that stays into play, it'll help out. But also because of the Destroy Creature to kind of round it out to 12. Valky Got Allies, I kind of have it in here just to get it into their hand and see what they have and maybe snag a creature out the gate. The Trigger Necromancer is we're going to be killing a lot of stuff. So if we steal some of their stuff, I mean, mostly it's going to be lower stuff because we're hopefully getting out at the beginning of the turns. The good combo here is the Clackbridge Troll with the Massacre Worm. If this combo comes up, you have the Clackbridge Troll. When Clackbridge Troll, sorry about that, silly tongue twister, I think, enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 3 0/1 white goat creature tokens. At the beginning of combat on your turn, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does tap Clackbridge Troll, you gain 3 life and draw a card. So that gives us the opportunity potentially to draw cards. But the Massacre Worm, if it follows the Clackbridge, when Massacre Worm enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 till the end of turn, which a lot of people know these. Some of these are older cards. A lot of these you'll get, like the Clackbridge, the Massacre Worm with the decks that you initially get when you start playing Magic. So this way you're not running around going, I got to buy packs, because it's a digital card. So I do like the digital card realm, but not as much as buying the real thing and touching it and feeling it. So old school Magic player. Burning Rune Demon. This Burning Rune, when it is flying, it's a 6/6. It does cost 6. It's pretty spendy, but when Burning Rune Demon enters the battlefield, you may search your library for exactly 2 cards not named Burning Rune Demon. That's kind of important. That have different names. If you do, reveal those cards. An opponent chooses one of them. Put the chosen card into your hand and the other into the graveyard. Then shuffle your library. I think I only have one of these in there because it's just a pull to maybe do some direct damage with the Soul Hunter, which gets to do 1 damage for each swamp you control. And we're playing a mono deck, so there's a potential for some big damage there. And then the Grey Merchant and Asphodel. And that's a potential life gainer. So, and that's going to go off of how many creatures you have that have swamps as their devotion, right? So it's going to do some damage to them. Turgid is, I mean, come on, you got to have it in here. It's mainly for the Lantern because you want your opponent to sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card or take 3 damage. So you want to reduce that as quickly as possible. And we got Castle Locthwain. So this will allow you to draw cards. So this is a land that allows you to draw cards. I've kind of fiddled around and had other lands in here, but this is the best one to have because you're going to be running your hand pretty low because you're going to be burning through a lot of your kill spells and your discard spells. So this will reduce your hand down, and you'll be able to draw the cards that you need to get through. So without further ado, I hope you like the deck. If you have any other decks in mind that you have done very well, but the goal with this deck is to get us up to Mythical as quick as possible. Today we're going to go from Platinum to Diamond, and we're going to see what our win-loss ratio is. This deck usually does really well against almost any deck, because anything they're dropping out, as far as creatures, are pretty much swallowed up. Kind of reduces their hand size, so it kind of makes them not throw down as many spells as quickly. So let's see how this works out. I call this deck Detest because I actually think it's kind of mean. I like playing decks with bigger combos and having fun with stuff, but I was asked by quite a few people on Magic the Gathering Arena, how can you get through some of these ranks, because when they close up the season on here, you want to be a Mythical, so you get those bonus packs and points, so you're able to get some extra packs. So let's see. And I almost never mulligan, because I figured you're dealt the cards you're dealt, work with them, right? That's life's motto. So I have 3 land here and a castle. Got 2 ways to destroy a creature, and I have 2 Massacre Worms, which is kind of a high casting cost, so hopefully we'll pull something out. So nothing really we can do. Oh, and then we pull a Disciple, so there we go. Gotta say hello, right? And we gotta switch over to cats. There we go. Molten Kitty, right? Alright, so this is a life gain deck, obviously. So we can control that a little bit. Life gain decks with this deck are not scary at all. And this is one of my favorite maps because the environment, you can engage with the environment. So if you click on these in both corners of the screen, you just keep tapping on it, the crystal will drop all that rock off of it. So alright, so see, they're kind of throwing stuff down. They're like, oh, we got the upper hand here. But you just don't know how much a 1/1 creature could do damage, right? So let's just clean up what they got. And we're doing pretty good because we want our hand size to reduce. It's going to hurt if we have to draw cards with the worms there, but and they're going after tokens. So the good thing is, next turn we go up to 5. If we draw another land and they start dropping mass tokens, the Massacre Worm will take care of that, like so. So see that? Oh, they're gonna banish the Necromancer. Oh, there we go. And normally I'd be worried about it, so we're going to block. We're not going to draw the card and take the damage because it's not that important right now. Because they're just dropping cat beasts. They're hoping to get out a couple 2/2 white griffins. They're pretty confident that they're going to be throwing out a lot of stuff. And that's just not the case, right? Because look at this hand. We got 2 Massacre Worms right here, right? They're going to swing that too. And I really don't care about the Disciple. It did its purpose, right? The Elderfang Disciple helped me get rid of a card. So, and that's where it is. So we got Mind Drain, so in case they start collecting some cards there. But let's wipe the board. And let them take some damage. No, they're putting out a blocker there. See, again, we could do a couple things here. We could just get rid of that. But I'm going to slow the roll. And I'm willing to take the damage if they don't block it, to bring their life total down, because that's the whole purpose of this deck, right? Is to get them gone as quick as possible. We already eliminated the hand. So my hand is gone from Black Cat here. And see, we're getting Banishing Light, so Banishing Light's like, oh, we're going to get... I got the upper hand, I'm going to get rid of that Massacre Worm. Because what we want to do is start drawing, so we want to reduce that hand. So we'll take that 2 damage. No whoop. No big deal, right? Drop this down. Drop that Massacre Worm down. Alright, we want to hold on to that Blood Chief, though, right? So we don't know what they're going to drop. There might be something a little more hostile coming out of that hand. And that's another Banishing Light. So they are... Black Cat is definitely putting up the fight of a lifetime here. So again, we don't need to worry about that because we can't attack. We want to hold. If we can't attack that turn when we use something like this, then it's not worthy. But see, already down to 3. Soul Hunters are amazing with this deck. And it's an easy build deck. So if you do end up building this deck and play against me, I'm going to feel really hardcore upset because I'm going to have to fight my own stuff. So, alright, we're going to want to get rid of the Hallowed Priest because we know the wall is going to block. And that'll eliminate all their creatures there. Either one they would have blocked with. But I do not like the Hallowed Priest with a life gain deck, so because that could change everything, right? So we want to resolve that. We'll draw a card. Alright. So now we're going to want to use the castle, right? Because we'll take the 1 damage. We got... Oh, that's good, because they were pulling a land, right? So we have 26 land. I don't know if I covered that at the beginning. But, and now we got Turgid and the Lantern coming out. So they're obviously going to take the 3 life because they want to have the blockers and try to build up a creature base. But we can untap it. Alright, see, down to 2 already. We had 16 life, so we're doing pretty good there. They do have a ton of stuff to sacrifice and take life, so... There we go. But Black Cat's doing a good job of getting ready to drop stuff here. Definitely used to building up that creature base. So they're not trying any other tactic here, so... Alright, so let's do this. And end this game. Heartless Act. And we'll just let you decide what you want to do. Take 5 or sacrifice 3. There you go. Good game. Good game. So that's 1. Let's see how far. We got to climb up this ladder here. So we're 1 into Diamond Tier 3. So it's a... Going to be a few games there, so we got 5 at least to get into Diamond here too. Let's see what our win ratio is. Well, we're building up to get a pack of Keldheim cards there. And it is good. The strategy of this is good. Oh, look at that. 4 land. Heartless Act, Murder, Burning Room Demon. Not the greatest hand for this because we want to get those discards in there, but like I said, I don't mulligan. There's a good strategy behind mulligan sometimes, but every time I tend to mulligan when I have 2 land, I end up getting a slew of land. So see, now we already were able to use the Heartless Act to slow it down. The Murder the next turn after that to slow it down, and look at that, Mind Drain. So things are moving slow, so that helped out quite a bit. Definitely helped out quite a bit. Decisions. What card am I going to get rid of? Why is this guy making me discard my cards? Already building up a relationship where my opponent does not like me, I'm sure. Alright, Calamity Bearer. If a giant source you control would deal damage to a permanent player, it doubles that damage. So that's pretty scary stuff right there. So we're gonna hold on to this and this. This is a guaranteed kill, so it's this. We're gonna get. I always get caught in a situation where they're building up tokens on creatures, so it ends up hurting me in the long run saving that one. And we have the castle to be able to draw cards coming up. So as we go through the destroy creatures, we should be building up enough to not take as much damage from drawing a card, because the castle does make you take damage for the cards in your hand. So let's do this one. Alright, and now we got the Burning Ruin Demon in there, so that's going to give us the ability to pull 2 creatures out. Oh, look at that, another way to kill stuff. So we're going to do that. Let our opponent decide which one they want us to have. So what I like to do is I like to do the direct damage ones right away. So actually scratch that. What we're going to do is we want to get down that hand side. So we're going to go with the Elderfang Disciple. Or better yet, Mind Drain. And we're going to make them decide between direct damage or getting rid of 2 cards. Let's see which one they pick. Alright, so they got a good hand, so they don't want to get rid of what they got. So it's important to know that, because you have 2 destroys here. Oh, see, it's going to make us get rid of a card there. So I want to take the damage from getting rid of the land. So they got Croxa built in there, so they're going to get Croxa out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I'm going to toss that land out. They're going to take 5 damage from the basic lands. That's why I didn't want to get the 4th castle in there. Because, you know, the fate of the game is you'll pull all 4 of those lands as lands. Minimize the crazy, right? So look at that. Now they're going to deal with a 6/6, a 5/5, and I got 2 ways to destroy whatever they put out. And good game. So that's 2 wins in a row. Moving us right through that tier. And obviously as you go up in tiers, it starts grouping you. The mechanic of the game starts trying to group you with a little bit tougher people. Alright, only 2 land, but we do have the Elderfang, so if we pull that 3rd land, we're going to pretty much get rid of their hand right away. So turn 2, if we get a land, turn 3, turn 4, we could possibly get rid of 5 cards in their hand. Won't be able to deal with anything on the ground if they're fast casting, but oh, look at that, and another Elderfang. So oh, I like those sleeves. Those are one of my favorite sleeves right there. I mean, I do like mine because it's all animated, but I do have these sleeves on a couple decks there. So all right. Oh, Path to the World Tree. Okay, so they're pumping for a land. So they're going to have some high casting cost stuff in there. And of course, we're not pulling a land that we desperately need, because if we get a land now, we have the Mind Drain we could use on our turn, and then whatever they cast out as a big creature, potentially we could destroy. So, and there's a land, so they didn't cast anything, so they're going to suffer the Mind Drain. Sorry, Casey. There we go. Boom. Done. And 2 damage. I mainly have those Elderfangs in there for fast cast, maybe a creature to block. Definitely creatures to throw to the wind. Cannon fodder, if you will, for any other blockage that's needed. They are definitely after land in this deck, so they have some big stuff for sure coming. Alright, so we have the 4, so we can use the Necromancer, but I want their hand gone. And I'm willing to pay that extra 1. Alright, so a lot easier to play with now. Now you're minimizing the decisions of your opponent there. So see, they're getting whatever gets pulled up. So we're good there. So now we got 2 destroy creatures if we need it. Got the Necromancer out. Do a little more damage there. And they're not getting any luck. They're getting land out the wazoo. Alright. Hoping for a land there to get the Soul Hunter. Alright, there we go. And turn. So, attacking with the Disciples because of the Valkyria Protector Shield is not doing us any good. So, hoping for a land here. So, we're just going to attack with the Necromancer. And drain that life total out. See, so now they're building up cards again. So now they're going to... Oh, and they're getting more land. So I'm thinking this is an Ujin deck. Because that's what they're really going after land. Very aggressively. And I do not have a Blood Chief in my hand. But I am going to be able to get out the Soul Hunter now. Which is kind of nice. There's 5. Oh. So that's where the altar went off, right? Alright, another Path to the World Tree. So whatever that is in their hand, it's either super big or it's just another mana producer. But we've got our opponent down to 6. And there you go. You get a couple cards. A bear, right? But we're not worried about bears because we have Massacre Worms. They're going to take 2 damage for that. There you go. And we're going to attack with these 2. And end it. So that's another victory. That's 3 in a row. Deck's not slowing down. Gotta like the 3 in a row wins. I do like the Keldheim set pets for sure, so I might get those potentially. Alright, so we have 3 land. One of them's a castle right out the gate. Mind Drain, Elder Fang, so we're kind of running the same thing here. Good thing everything's minimized to what it's needed. So in this deck, I think that's why it rolls so well. But we'll see how this one plays out. Oh, let's switch to Kitty to match the environment here. All right, there you go. Cosmic looking evil cat. There you go. That would be a pain petting that cat. Spikes on its back. Eek. All right, so we're going to be taking 1 damage for a bit. No worries. No worries at all. Let's get rid of that hand. Or reduce it a little bit. Mill decks are great. I have a mill deck myself. I think it does pretty well. I like getting through people's libraries, but not having anything in their hand is definitely more helpful. Hard to roll combinations from your deck if you don't have any cards in your hand. Or you discarded some of your combos. Let's see. Spirit of Malevolence, huh? Okay, so roll, so... Oh, they're using some Foretell there. Alright, I'll take the 1 damage, no worry. Leave that out there for some bigger stuff. Let's get the castle out. Let's make him get rid of 2 more cards. Mill a card. Give me that life back I just lost from the Scorpion. There we go. We're gonna attack? Nah, we'll leave it be there. So So now we'll have a 4th land, so we can get that Necromancer out. So as we start eliminating things, see, because they're going to start equipping artifacts and dealing some more damage there. Alright, so I kind of want to start taking their stuff because I'm not getting the best pulls. But let's keep their life total low. Because now I have the ability to take out the Scorpion and whatever else they drop down, and I might be able to cast it myself if I can't cast the Bloodworm, or the Massacre Worm. Which is probably one of the cooler pictures I've seen for worms. Look at that. Pretty epic. Pretty epic. Definitely good artwork. So, Jason Chan, nice job. Like the Massacre Worm. For sure. Alright, so they got Foretell spells kicking pretty hard, so that's a big combo for their deck, is having that. So, oh, and they're willing to sacrifice that. Alright, so we knew that's coming. So we're betting that the Poison Cup is what's in their hand as well. So, no worries there. So they got another Poison Cup most likely. Alright, so let's get the Heartless Act out here and get it done. Yep, do your 2 damage. No worries. Let's end that turn there. No worries. No worries. It gets kind of scary when it's down to this. And that's where this deck usually is, so we're going to wait it out. We don't want to take all that damage, especially when our opponent's at 25. Alright, end the turn there. Alright. Blend it through. Alright, now we could cast some stuff. So I either want to direct damage, but I need to draw some cards. So see if the Clack Bridge comes out, and it most likely will. And like we said, that's probably the Poison Cup. So that's going to destroy the Clack Bridge Troll, but that's okay, because if we draw another land, we get the Massacre Worm, and they're going to take damage for those 2/2s. Or 0/1s. So they're going to take 2 damage for those 0/1s, right? -2, -2, and they lose 2 life for each one. So now they're just going to sit out there, and that's 6 damage just waiting to happen. So we don't want to take one of them out. Alright, so now Skeleton Archer, look at that. Clearing my board. Awesome. Alright, did not get the land that I was hoping for, but that's okay. Let's get the Soul Hunter out. Start reducing that life total there. Because they're going to swing that 3, which is not a big deal. We have 2 Blood Chief's Thirsts here, so we kill a creature a turn. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And they got the combat coming, so they're either going to decide to... They could block with one of these goats. So they'll probably swing that 3. Yep, there it goes. Gets me down to 11. No worries. Which we got 2 choices. We could deal with that with the Blood Chief's Thirst if we don't get a land, or if we get a land, we might want to hold out on it because we could block with the Massacre Worm and it still make it take some damage. So let's see. Alright, so we did not get a land. Alright, so I'm going to go another route, and I'm going to get that Necromancer out because they're going to want to use that Poison Cup, and I'm willing to take some damage for that Poison Cup to be used right now. And of course I'm going to swing that 5/5 because it can't block. Alright, we're going to end it there. No worries, no worries. Swamp decks are usually just vicious and evil, so... And there it goes. They wasted the Poison Cup. That's what I was hoping for. We're trying to pull what's needed there. Alright. Oh, even hit me with the 0-1 goats. That's some aggression right there. Alright, at 25, so... Alright. Just not pulling land, so... Let's get rid of that skeleton archer. And I know they're going to use that for 1 damage there, so it doesn't matter, because I'm going to bring their life total down. Oh, a soul hunter, look at that. Oh, they took the game. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. Alright. We are pulling blood chiefs all over the place. So... Alright. So, I'm pretty much toast at this point, because I can't gain life, so I'm just going to kill some extra stuff here. And good game. Gonna kill. Oh, no! No! Look at that. That was a mistake. So unless they have something with haste, I would have kept that, took the damage, put the Shadow Spear on. Oh, that's because they had another Soul Hunter. There you go. Alright. So, 1 loss out of 4. Not too bad. Reclaim some of my dignity and win this next round. For sure. Alright, so we got a lot of land. Mind Drain. Grey Merchant of Asphodel, a Massacre Worm. Alright, so look at that. So that screams right there that they have an adventure deck, right? Look at that. Oh, and you're hitting me for 1 with the adventure. You are just silly. Getting that 1 damage in. Good job. Go after it. Take every damage you can, right? Make it happen. Let's reduce what they got there. Boom, boom. Whenever you draw your second cards, they're going with the Druid combo there, so they get to drop some extra creatures down as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can build up to that Massacre Worm there. So we're going to be taking damage a little bit. That's our 5th for the Massacre Worm, so all we have to do is get a blocker in there. Oh! That is some heat. That is some heat. Alright. So we're going to take 2, 4, 6 damage, so that's going to get us down to 12. Let's get rid of their hand. So they only have 3 land. Just made them get rid of another one. Oh, a Love-Struck Beast. Look at that. Alright. Which next turn, I do not have a land. I do not have a land. So this game is also over. Alright. No, maybe we'll see if we can pull this out. Because all we have to do is get a land and we could pretty much stop the Love-Struck Beast. Because they're worried about just getting the Love-Struck Beast out. They're not putting the tokens out in case they lose the Innkeeper. Oh, now it's over. Good game. Good game. So that's 2 losses out of 5. So we got 3 wins there. We not get the land we wanted. Alright, let's give it another go. Let's see where we're at. Can't win every game, right? So let's make sure this is not a 50% deck here. Alright, we have 2 Blood Chiefs, a Soul Hunter, and an Elder Fang. So the Elder Fang can come out next turn, make him discard. Making them discard. Alright. Got 2 Soul Hunters, so we just got to keep pulling land, which last game was a problem, right? Oh, we got rid of a Vivian. Look at that. So, oh, Finn. Alright, so I'm not worried about Finn right this second, so we know we have a poison deck. So let's get rid of their opportunities to have poison creatures. And they're out. Look at that. Good game. They did not want to discard, so they dropped. Alright, so that's 4 wins, 2 losses. Not too bad. Alright, sure-footed infiltrator. Alright. Alright. Got the 3 land cranking, Mind Drain to use next. See if they drop anything. Got Turgid in there. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that right away. Because we're up against another life gain deck, so to mine that carefully. Because a lot of decks with the life gain have a lot of instant life, so that could easily get up to the 27. They need to start casting some angels, so we don't want that. Ooh, look at that. Haunting Voyage. And of course the Righteous Valkyries are coming. Yeah. But let's get out the Lantern right away. I don't mind taking 2 damage there. Let's see how far the Lantern will get us. I only put 1 of these in here, like I said, because you don't want to overpower the simplicity of the deck, you know. Because everything else does work very well together, so. Oh, Foretell, so I'm assuming that is a destroy all creatures. Boom, there it is, Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, so now we have an opportunity to take their stuff there. So let's get the Necromancer out. They can take, oh, so they do not want to lose any upper hand they have. So I'm actually going to take out the Valkyrie. Oh, I forgot it's a 3. I'm sorry. My bad. Huh. Should have looked at that. I thought it was 2. So, but it's good that they're taking damage from the lantern because that makes that soul hunter just that more impressive when it comes out. Oh, and we got the worm. So let's see what happens with the lantern first. Alright, so you know what? I don't mind taking 2 damage. Let's get the soul hunter out. And then I'll swing the 4. And good game. Alright, 4 for 6. Look at that. You're going to lose games no matter what deck you play. They're never going to roll 100% the way you want them. But as long as your win percentage is always higher, then it's a good deck. Unless it's a fun deck. Then sometimes it's just fun to lose to try to get combos, you know? Alright. So 2 land, Bloodchief Thirst, Elder Fang, so we can use that right away. If we draw another land, we got the Mind Drain, and we have, well, basically 3 ways to destroy creatures, so we're sitting pretty good for the start and run, because most decks are vamped with Arena to win, right? So you want to get as much lethal damage out in the first few turns as possible. And Turgid, look at that. The cool thing is the Bloodchief helps out either way. You could hold on to it for Planeswalker, and that's where the Heartless Axe come in. Okay, can I lower these down? Alright, so I do not want to take 2. Because they'll be boasting, I'm sure, if they drop another land. So let's get rid of the Fearless Liberator there. And we'll see what we got. Alright, so they're just dropping the heat. Alright, so I don't want to take 3 a turn either, so let's get rid of that. This is going to be an all-around fast deck I'm playing against here, so let's see if we can handle this. Because we're probably going to have to take some damage like that. We'll get a blocker out. There we go. Kick the Elder Fang, make him discard a card. And actually, you know what? Let's just roll this. Maybe make him think twice about attacking. A lot of thought going on. Alright. So they're going to equip, so they are going for broke here. Alright, so not a problem. I'm not taking 3 right now. I am running really low with lands, so I'm going to have to pull this out the gate here. Slow down what they have. Hopefully what's coming out next doesn't have haste. And again, trying to minimize that hand size. Oh, look at that. So we got the 4. Alright, let's get rid of the cards in their hand here. Alright, so building up treasure tokens. So alright, so now we got some room here, so let's get the Necromancer out. Alright, oh, so they got, look at that. 4-3, so they can't attack with it this turn, which is good. Alright. Alright, so we have 2 Soul Hunters. And let's get the Lantern out. looks like we're not going to be destroying any creatures, so I'm more than willing to forfeit the Necromancer because I could drop a Soul Hunter here. And with the current land, it's 4 bad damage apiece, so... Alright, so that slows stuff down. Alright, so... in a bid to try to see if I get other land, I'm going to use this, and hopefully he's got a creature there. Nope. It's a land. So no worries. Alright. Next. So I have a blocker. Oh, stop. There we go. I am not going to take that 4 damage. We're going to minimize that. Alright, so can I do this? Let me do this now. Hold on. Oh, nope. Jump right to my turn. I missed my opportunity. Alright. So now this is where I'm going to start taking 6 damage. So there we are. There it is. So if they attack with both, it's going to take 5 for sure. So hopefully that slows down the carnage a little bit. Once Arena catches up here and lets my turn finish. Oh, no, he was going. Oh, he's sacrificing it all. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be fast there. All right, so, wow, 10 damage. Their combo is still going off, so good build on that deck. Not going to be able to stop a whole lot, but let's get this out here. Let's take action. Let's get a merchant. Or let's get a destroy creature for sure here. So let's get a murder. Alright. You let that murder go off. And you're going to discard a card. Way to go, Matty B. Raps. Swung that through. Alright, well, we'll block. Just for fun. Unnecessary, but alright. But you do get to kill the demon, so that's kind of fun. Alright. So our win-loss ratio is still good. It might take us a bit to climb out of this one. get cracking here. Haha. All right. A draw. All that waiting for a draw. All right. Again, 2 land, no worries. Not taking a mulligan. Let's get rid of that. I don't want any mutations coming out right out the gate there. It's got the sharks going on there, so it's a mutation deck because of the mysterious egg, I'm sure. And it's probably blue-green. So islands and forests is what we're looking for, so they didn't have an island yet. Again, just taking a guess off of their card. But now they do, because they have a Fable Passage. Let's see if we're right with the blue-green. Are they going to pull an island? They are. Look at that. Alright, so no land, so no help there. But we do have a Heartless Act ready to go off. Weird little thing there. Alright, so they're going to go with a Gnar, but I don't want them mutating, so I want it to go as slow as possible. Let's make you get rid of 2 cards there. Switch the kitty cat up. Oh, we're waiting. There we go. Look at that. It's got scales and spikes. Look at that. Split tail. And, you know. All right. Nectar pot spider. Oh, and a rune crab. Look at that. All right, so we don't want the rune crab there because they're going to make us mill our deck, and we don't want that. So we know for sure they got mutate going on. All right. Oh, you're swinging at 1 damage, huh? All right, I'll take the 1 damage. All right. Because you're just going to take 1 damage. We'll keep the same life total for a bit. How's that? Beware of couches, huh? And see, just needed something to mutate too. So they're going to make me discard a card. So a long way off from using that Rune Demon. So let's get rid of that. But we're in a good spot to use the Troll. Because they're not going to want to take 11 damage. So I'll be able to draw a card and gain some life there. There we are. And I'll gain even more life. And then we do the Soul Hunter, so we can bump that up to 2, so this becomes 7. Oh, look at that. They're just going to use that to mutate. There you go. Yeah, swing that 4. There you go. Oh, look at that. So now, I think I'm going to stick with that same plan here. Throw that 5 damage right there. There we go. I got a Mind Drain, which is not necessary right now. Well, let's swing that 2 for 2 life. Now we have the Elder Fang Disciple as a blocker. Oh, now it's a flyer. Alright, no worries. Get rid of the Mind Drain. Decide whether to keep both of them to block. So we got 7 on the ground and 2 off the Grey Merchant of Asphodel, so that's 7 damage total. So could either worry about terminating for the 4 or they're just going to take the 7 damage. So they're saying oops. And I'm saying oops right back at you. There you go. Oops. I could be sarcastic too. Alright, but you're still a goner. So another victory under the belt unless they could stop it. Cannot. So we ended that one with 34 life. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Alright. Oh, Mamba. Alright, so 3 land, Elder Fang, Mind Drain, Murder, and Clackbridge Troll. So we're good to go there. Gotta do the greetings there. Get to our Mystic Magical Kitty there. And we have our castle, so there's potential to draw some cards there if it keeps going on. So if we burn through enough of these and draw a couple land, we could definitely do that. So Elder Fang out. It's nice getting those right away in the beginning to reduce hand size. Reduce combos, reduce planning, right? Because you'd have to discard a few cards. It throws off the plans that you already are thinking in your head for attack and defense in your deck. So oh, Throne of Death. Nice. Alright, so let's get that out. Mind Drain, stick to the plan there. Because they're going to be drawing cards here. Oh, I see that little dupe back and forth there. Alright, so that has a pretty high casting cost right now. Looks like they're able to cast stuff out of the graveyard. So, and they're acquiring land quite quickly, so keep tossing that 1 damage across there. So 5, a little short on that, but they can cast the Lockmere Serpent. So that's a little rough. Little rough. I don't have 5 cards in my graveyard yet, so I'm not a worry there. Alright, so we're in a little bit for the long game here, so let's toss out the Clackbridge Troll. There we go, a Heartless Act, not bad at all. So we got 2 ways to get rid of stuff that gets dropped out. And if the Necromancer's out, all this stuff doesn't hang out on their side. It hangs out right over here. Oh, and they know that, so there you go. Not afraid, not afraid. Block it up. No worries there. Alright, so Necromancer's out again. You don't need to worry about the Heartless Act because they're going to stop that and we'll be able to draw another card. There we go. Oh, a Soul Hunter. Nice, nice. Able to cast a Soul Hunter. But sitting with 5 land, they got a 6, and it looks like they have a 6 right here, so... Oh, there you go. Good one to get rid of. Good one to get rid of. There it is. I'm okay with that. Are you ready to draw a card? Do you have a creature card? Yes, you do. So there you go. But you are tapped out, my friend. I think I'm going to Heartless Act that. See every little token going on there. And there we go. Got another land. So... I think I'm going to go with that, so I have another blocker. Should have tapped that land myself because it used the castle. I could have used the castle there. There you go. No worries. No worries. Oh, they got rid of their Valky. God of Lies there. Oh, there we go. And you are tapped out. I've been kind of waiting for that. There we are. Now they're very confused why that's not in their graveyard. Alright, we got another Heartless Act going on there, but now I'm going to cast the Soul Hunter. Get some solid damage in there. And I'm willing to take a loss on life with that one, for sure, just to spread some more damage. And they're taking it all, so good deal. Because they're hoping to get that Serpent out, and that Serpent's toast. So... no worries there. No worries at all. And I feel really bad for this image here. No face, or no nose, no brain. Just mist. Alright. So there it goes. The Serpent is there. There it is. Stops that. And that would be game. Good game. Good game. So another deck with some heavy hitter stuff. Come on, Wolf. Are we taking a mulligan or not? I will not be. 4 land, Mind Drain, Murderous Rider, and the Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Oh, it's going to be a fast deck, too. Look at that. I bet any amount of money. What do you think? Yeah, it's Dwarves, I'm going to guess, because that's a Dwarven Mind. Oh, it's a 7 Dwarves deck. To keep this thing under control. Alright, what we got here? So let's get the castle out. Let's use the Murderous Rider. I'm going to take damage from that. It's good to do it right away in the beginning. So I can get that Murderous Rider out faster because it helps with the Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Alright. Look at that, just cranking on stuff. Alright, so let's Mind Drain. There we go. Got rid of a direct damage, but that does give them both the dwarves, the 7 dwarves and Magda. So there'll be a lot of treasure tokens getting made. Dragons coming out potentially. So we gotta slow that roll. No worries, no worries. I think I'm just gonna take. I think I'm just gonna take the 3 damage there. Let's keep you with no cards and give me another opportunity, right? Alright, not going to take that too. Keep my life total up as long as possible. Oh, what would that give me? So if I use 3, that's going to go okay. So 2, 3. Is there a reason why I can't tap that or what? Don't want to use that yet. I will take the 2 damage. There we go. Not a better thing. Alright, so let's play the worm. Let us play the worm. Now we get to do 5 damage with the merchant. Good game, good game. So another victory for the deck. And that gets us the achievement for the day. Dream Saper Shaman. Look at that. So no more experience to build up for that Keldheim pack. Till tomorrow, probably. So, let's see here. Turgrid, 3 land, Grey Merchant, Soul Hunter, Clackbridge. Very high casting cost stuff. So it's going to be a tough game. And our active environment. Look at that. Click on that stuff. Boom. Let's watch it all fall away. It's probably better to see on this side. Well, we have a Blood Chief, so if something does pop out, maybe we could stop it. Since we have a very slow hand, or not. Underworld Dreams, huh? Let's see what we're going to make you get rid of. So Tergrade's Lantern is going to be the thing that's going to help us out here, I think. Alright. Let's resolve that. Do my damage. Take my damage there like a champ. Get the Lantern out. See what you're willing to do here. Permanent. Discard. Take 3 damage. Permanent sacrifice. Alright, so they're planning on bringing that out as a 5/5, which is okay, we can handle that. Oh, and a Clackbridge Troll, look at that. Let you draw a card there. Make you do that right away. Making me take damage. I'm going to take damage. There you go. Alright, so we got a land here. I do not want them drawing cards, so we'll just get rid of that. And next. And I'm going to attack with the goats. Alright, so nothing there, let that go off. Alright, so let's have a little fun. Let's cast a Clackbridge Troll on him. And then make him decide to sacrifice one or their card, or... Are they going to try to keep... No. They are not going to try to keep the Clackbridge Troll going. Oh, I should have cast that land. Whoops. Got click happy. Click happy. Alright. What are they planning here? If we don't cast something and sacrifice it, that 8/8 swinging at you. Oh, look at that. They got this, huh? Alright, so we'll resolve that. Kick off the Lantern. 3 damage or a card? What are you doing? Oh, taking the card. Alright, let's get the land out. So see, I got a land there. No worries, because this doesn't have a casting cost, so that makes the Blood Chief super useful. Let's get out the Soul Hunter. You have nothing to sacrifice, so you're getting hit with 2 goats and a troll. There you go. And I will go back to freeing up the crystal. There you go. Oh! Answered right back with a Blood Chief. It's like playing the same deck here. Alright, so... What do you got? Taking 3 damage. Oh, Underworld Dreams is gone. Let's get out the Gray Merchant there for an easy 5. And let's end the game. Couple goats and a Soul Hunter. Well done. And a rank up. Look at that. Tier 2. Alright, let's go after it again. Alright, so 3 land, Blood Chief, Mind Dream, Gray Merchant of Asphodel, and a Massacre Worm. Alright. 2 different kinds of swamps. Look at that. Look at that. Definitely a variety. The castle does look pretty awesome. Cannot argue with that. Very great. Good artwork. Titus Lunter. Props, Titus. Get my Frost Kitty there. Say greetings. Alright, so I am going up against a poison deck. So let's minimize that. I could have probably held on to it, because Finn is probably coming out next turn, I'm sure. Oh no, look at that. Opportunity to get you to discard a few cards. Because I could stop Finn if it comes out now on this next turn and hit him for some cards there with Mind Drain. Oh, they're bringing that back. Look at that. And guess what? I have a Heartless Act just waiting for it. No Finn getting discarded. They do have a Finn now. I hope they cast that first. Nope. Alright. Oh, Brushwag. Nice. Alright, so now I think I'm going to hold out because I got that Massacre Worm coming. Let's get rid of whatever cards are in their hand there. And hopefully mill something they need. There you go. Now I got a blocker. Oh, land did not help you. Alright. Oh, taking some trample damage. Look at that. But no worries. Let's get the Heartless Act out there. Let's stop that from happening. Get it down to a normal old 1. Oh, look at that. Chain Web. Not get a land like I was hoping. So let's get rid of that. Because it's just at a casting cost. Oh, they got a land. I guess not. 4 other cards. Alright, so that's coming back out. As a much, much bigger creature. So let's hope... Alright, well, we're just going to have to dish it out here. Hopefully I draw another land right away. That would be nice. Yeah, going to hit me with the 4 and have that blocker there. Alright, I did not get a land. That's very frustrating. Alright. Do not have to pay that high casting cost there, but I will take the damage just so I could draw. And another castle. So there's my land. So I'm not going to lose my creature this turn. I'll take the 1 damage because I could cast a Massacre Worm there. And knew that was happening. But once that goes away again, it's not going to happen again. Oh, and another land. Look at that. Alright, so let's get rid of those opportunities there. Let's see if you are willing to get rid of that Chain Web. And you are not. So that means the Gray Merchant has a good opportunity to end this game. Because they're going to hold both of those back for blockers. Oh, I stand corrected. There you go. And there it is. Good game. Good game, because either way that was ending. So we'll win under the belt there. Another win under the belt. Let's go after it again. Right away into the next one. Let's do this up. Make this happen. Cosmic Kitty. Alright. Temple of Milady. Milady! Milady! Oh, we could get the... See what you got in your hand. See what I want to use. Ho ho! Holy cow. Alright. So... some big casting cost things here. So let's reduce the first thing they could cast, I guess. Because we have 2 destroyed creatures in our hand anyway, so... There we are. Alright, pass. I only got 4, so why don't we do this? 4, pay, auto pay. There you go. And then now we can attack for 3. Oh, getting the big stuff out. Alright, so let's burn through this Heartless Act. And swing it. Bring that life total down pretty quick. Oh, they got the 5 land they needed, so there you go. Oh, yeah, that, so... Now let's get rid of that. Alright. You know, let's get the Clack Bridge out. I know it's going to give them creatures to mutate. Well, that's okay. Not get another destroy like I wanted. So hopefully that stops them from... There you go. And it's on my turn. So let's get rid of that. And there you go. Now they have nothing to mutate. They have to drop down the Starix or the Gem Razor or whatever else they have in their hand there. Alright, so I just have to deal with that creature. Let's swing that. Now they either have to sacrifice it. There you go. And that's a good game. That's another one out of the park there. Another easy win. Just running right through the tiers there. Stopped a few life gain angel decks. Stopped a few mutate decks now. Stopped the dwarf deck. Troll deck we just laid to waste, right? Alright, I go first. 3 land, Mind Drain, Gray Merchant of Asphodel, another Soul Hunter, and a Turgid, God of Fright. So, oh, and we're drawing land. So that's enough for Turgid right there. By the 4th turn. Oh, they're running a castle as well, but they don't have a swamp. Oh, look at that. So they're going to take Turgid there. Well done, well done. Hopefully I draw a destroy a creature. I did not. I drew a land. Ooh, Ujin just popped in the graveyard there. you know, heartless act, a murder, you know, murderous rider. Something to stop that Valky. God of Lies, some turn into a Turgid. Because you know they have another land. And I did not get it. Alright, so... So we're up against a quite charming prince there. Oh, they did not. That gives me one more turn to draw a destroy creature card. I would have turned the lantern because, hey, you know. A charming prince is not worth saving, I guess. Oh, and all right. Let's hope they keep thinking that that's worthy and stop and destroy it and not turn that Valky into a Turgid. Because that'll change the game there. So they're pretty focused on that Necromancer, so hopefully they got something that they're going to worry about there. They can't use the castle because they... Oh, yeah, not yet. Oh, yep. Waste it. Waste the Vanishing Light. Good deal. Good deal. One more opportunity. Third time for the deck to give me a destroy creature card. And it did. Look at that. Alright, so now... we can stop Valky. And that gets my Turgid back there. Oh, Turgid's Lantern, look at that. Alright, choose an action. I will discard a card. Alright, land. Let's get an attacker out there first. I'll take the 3 damage. 5 potentially. You know what? I'll sacrifice the permanent. So I'm only going to take 2. There you go. Oh, that's charming. So let's do that. All right. All right. Now this is painful. So. All right. So this is a good game. Good game, good game. They got a win on there. Good job, Tail Spinner. Or Tails Pinner. So, alright. Oh, come on now. You don't need to do all this. Just go ahead and attack. It's over. Alright. Got to do all the combos, I suppose. We don't get to do them that often. Alright, let's get another one in before we call it a stream. We didn't quite get as far as we wanted to, but we got well into tier... Well, not well into tier 2, but we got into tier 2. As you can see, this deck's win ratio is higher than 50%. I'd say it's about 75, 80. And that's kind of a good run. Especially if that's your concern, is getting to that mythic rank. And a little something different than your typical, hey, I got to build a life gain deck or Tybalt's trickery deck or anything like that to get there. You don't have to do that. Oh, I gotta say hello. Hello, where's my manners? Oh, a Luminarch Aspirant. That thing is gone. I do not want to see you get a 1/1 counter every turn. That upsets me greatly. Alright, so we have enough for Soul Hunters. Not the 5 land, because we do have the castle, so that's the only thing that interferes with the Soul Hunter there. But we will roll the 5 regular land, so first. Alright. Drop dime. Boom. Cleric of Life's Bond is gone. Slows you down. Alright, well actually I'm going to get the Clack Bridge out. See if I can start drawing some cards. They may or may not want to take the damage. Unknown. There we go. Oh, look at that. So now the Soul Hunters are just getting bigger and bigger. Good deal. The only thing to make that better right now is a Massacre Worm off this next pull. Life gain decks with this deck are pretty much just useless. So, alright. So let's do, let's make a discard. Gives me a chance to pull another land out, do a little more damage. And helps me reduce what you cast there, or what your plan, mess up your plans a little bit. Oh, and got me a murder. Look at that. Alright, so whatever else they're going to throw out that's life gaining and get that Sun Crown bumped up is going to be destroyed, potentially, if necessary. So toss out your cleric or whatnot. No? Nothing? No cleric? No angel? No sun? Oh! Not good. Not good at all. Alright, so let's start dropping Soul Hunters. Alright. Do a Valky. See what you got. So I can plan out that destroy creature. Because I get to see your hand. Oh, nothing. Shatter Sky. That is 1 planes away from getting done. But it got me 2 murders there, so take your damage. Alright, so hopefully we're not going to see him pull a planes there. The planes hits the table, that Shatter Sky is going off. And I can definitely slow this game down for sure. If not, they know it's over. Alright, so there's that. And that's going to be... Oh, they do. Alright. There's nothing like the next thing would be Shatter Sky if it does get taken out this turn, so we're definitely going to do that. So let's get rid of the blocker, call it a good game. And then let's end that right there. Alright, thank you for watching. If you have any great deck ideas that you want me to try, I am a very big fan of Magic for years, decades, if you will. So please make sure you, if you like the video or like the live stream, please hit like. Check out the other Magic videos on the channel. So if you'd like to subscribe to see if any new content comes out for Magic the Gathering, or Call of Duty Cold War, or Call of Duty Cold War Zombies, or I'm still playing through and getting pretty okay at Apex Legends, but I'll also be doing a live stream for Valhalla for Assassin's Creed. I love playing games. If you love playing games too, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next live stream.